unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And here we go from L.A. Blake Corum now to return it. Jukes away from one. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock. An active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the third time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. On first down, here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Play action now for Stafford. McCool's got it again. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an L.A. first down.
First down. First and 10.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10 from the 32. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and goal, here's Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Throwing now, Stafford. Screen here for Williams. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. They send Nakua in motion left. Third and goal, it's Stafford. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
This is our last play of the quarter. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. So we're through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Again, it's Gibbs. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action here with Goff. On him quick, and they bring it down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Rams headed back out for their second drive now. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
The 12-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Rams playing themselves to a lead here at SoFi. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's complete. The coup on the left side. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams have the first down.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Completed over the middle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now Stafford again. The right side, caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. It's Stafford once more. Hauled in by Adams over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Stafford's going to throw once more. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Stafford throwing again. That's completed right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One last play before the break. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Mevis able to knock it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Evans set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On first down, it's Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They go play action with Goff. Finds Isaac Tisslaw, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We've set it down from 37. Goff off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long. They're going to throw. This gets the first and more. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to work it to the 20. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing again, it's Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Emmanuel Ford is on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. He brings it in. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. We tie this game in the 4th.
Lions 7.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Corum now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. The left side taken in by Adams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Nakua here, he's got it! And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first.
Yards.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
At the 30-yard line.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder.
47-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Kate, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Lions first down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Lions trail by 6. So 1st down from the 41. Motioning the tight end now. Goff on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
46-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And this one does not go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. That's complete to Slot. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. He's still going at the 30. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. This one's caught. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bron? Gets a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
To throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. And they connect on the touchdown to claw back in these final moments. And an extra point will win this game. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left, and after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Barring some shenanigans, this try would give them the win. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
14, Rams 13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.